And Jen, what's going on? How are you? What you doing up this early? What are you doing up? What's happening? Hey, everybody. So, I'm spending time. I got at the site early this morning. There was a big confusion this morning coming to the site that I'm working at. What's the rock? What's that? What's the rock quarrel? What's that? So, a bit of confusion on the site this morning. What's up, Kush? What's happening? I'm gonna be sitting out here for about an hour waiting for some folks to get here. Oh, the Flintstones? Oh, that's what you work at the Rock? You being funny. You being funny, ain't you, huh? Is that what it is? You being real funny? You know, this is when y'all get y'all hearts like early in the morning. Well, not even the hearts. But this is how you get people on. She said she going to the rock quarrel. I know that's right. You got to make your paper some kind of way. But look, don't fall for the okie doke working for somebody for the rest of your life. Like they say, by the time you retire, it's almost like your life is going to feel like it's ended. When by the time you retire, your life is going to feel like it has ended, like you have no more life. So I always tell people, find something that you love doing, that excites you. Because when you work for somebody that you do not enjoy, by the time you're ready to depart, you ready to really go. Like, I'm talking about the grave. You ready to hit the grave, right? I want to talk a little bit about Eric Thomas this morning, right? I know sometimes we find these people that have a lot to say about what we should do. I was listening to a podcast of his yesterday because I like to listen to him, because he makes sense. He makes sense about a lot of stuff. So yesterday, last night I was listening to a podcast. I actually fell asleep on the podcast. Now, if y'all want to go look at the podcast, it's called Illuminati Sauce, right? Don't ask me why he named it Illuminati Sauce. It was really about him liking a sauce. That's why he named it that. It was just something out of the blue, I guess, that came to his head. But yesterday, his podcast was about when people don't have a pot to piss in. Like I have said this time and time again. When people don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, they always seem to be the ones to try to give you information. Why? Why is that? And he hit it right on the nose when he said it. He hit it right on the nose. He said, look, they were all, it's three of them, right? He talked about how he grew his business. How people, look, I say this. If somebody ever has anything to say negative about you, they should be willing to show you the positive route or a result that will help you get to where you're trying to be. He said, look, he gave an example. He said there was a lady that somebody told them that they needed a logo, right? Well, this person was telling them they needed a logo, but he wasn't willing to help them out with a logo. So then they had another person that said, you know what, you need a logo. The person made a logo for them. So that's what I'm talking about. When we have somebody that's trying to put you down, when you got somebody, what's up, Lewis? When you have somebody that's trying to put you down, they need to be able to have come to a conclusion where they could give you a result to something, So there was another instance where they had another lady that was saying, okay, well, you need some help, some stuff with your business. I could do it for you. This person did it for them. So then their business started rocking and rolling. They had the logo, you always have somebody that don't know which route they're going, which way they want to turn, left, right, turn in a circle or what have you. You always have somebody that's trying to tell you what to do. And you know what? They can't even figure it out themselves. So I'm going to tell you, listening to that podcast, it helped me like to realize more about people that are that way. The folks that are that way, that can't get it right themselves, that, are they're sitting in on their own demons. Those are the people that you don't want to listen to. Those are the people that you don't want to have no involvement in at all. Because those folks right there, all they doing is putting you down with no results. Nothing. They can't even hand you a pamphlet with some notes on it that'll give you some information that'll help you. So that podcast, I'm going to tell you, if you want to listen to a great podcast, go listen to Eric Thomas, Illuminati Sauce, came out yesterday. And it was very informative. And it gives you some great info about how folks operate. You got a lot of folks out here that talk trash about you. But they can't do no better themselves. So damn sad. Can't do no better they damn self. Can't pick up the pieces to the puzzle and put it together they damn self. And I'm not talking about the puzzle, the actual puzzle. I'm talking about the puzzle to life. Because life doesn't come with instructions. Businesses don't come with instructions. Folks can give you some information on it. But instructions, you have to kind of go along with the program and try to build it for yourself. And I know some of y'all not woke. Y'all need to be wake. Wake the hell up. Wake on up, y'all. Because I'm woke and I'm usually not even up this early. But today, I came to make that bread. That's why I'm up. Because I came to make that bread. But I'm going to tell you, that podcast makes so... later on, I might play a little bit of it on my scope. Just so some of the people that haven't seen my replay, just so some of them can see it. Hear it, not see it. Hear it, because it's very informative. It lets you know that you got folks that's out here that really don't want you to succeed. They don't even know how to succeed. What's up, Cherry? How are you? They don't even know how to succeed. Like they say, sink or swim, right? Which one you gonna do? Sometimes you try to swim, but you can't help it. You might sink, but at least you tried. At least you're trying. It takes more than just getting up and in the morning and laying in the bed all day and telling other people and looking at other people looking down on them and telling them how they should be doing something when you not putting no money up. Now, if people, like they say, like they said, put some money up. Add something to what I'm doing. Then we could talk. But if your life is looking scary to me, I be damned. And you haven't even been anywhere, I'd be damned if I listen to you. You know that? That's what they do. I'd be damned if I listen to you. When your life is so scary, like you're not even taking a risk. You're not even taking a chance at what it is that you really want to do. Yeah, you might be giving a little bit here and there. You know how people, they stick their right foot in, they take their right foot out. That's all you doing. You tapping in just a little bit. But go all the way in. Dive in. Like the song. I'm about to dive in. That's what you want. You want to dive in. You don't want to, I put my right foot in. I take my right foot out. I put my right foot in. And I shake it all about. Come on now. Oh, I meant left foot. So you don't want to be that type of person. Hey, Jayla, how are you? You don't want to be that type of person. You putting your right foot in, take your right foot out. Put your left foot in, take your left foot out. Nah, put your right foot in and keep your right foot in. What am I doing up this early? Look, I'm making that money. That's what I'm doing. I've sacrificed a lot. Exactly. Exactly, Lewis. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. But you got to dive. You got to dive all the way in. You know, sometimes you got to sacrifice. Like they say, when you doing things for your life and you want to make it somewhere and you got that vision, you got to sacrifice. You never know. No, I'm not Uber driving. No, I still do Lyft, but I'm not lifting. I'm working for a catering company, and I'm out here in like Towson, close to Baltimore. So I'm waiting for them to come. So I was supposed to look. Let me tell y'all the story. What happened this morning? I went to the place. I got there a little bit before 4:00 in the morning. Right now, I'm looking at the instructions because we have a what is it called? It's like a computerized notification where they send you where you can accept the position or not, right? Now, and I love catering because you can accept the position. Say like you don't have any work for a day or something, or, you know, you work a full-time job. You might be like, okay, well, I could take this catering gig. Michael Phelps would not have won the gold if he didn't dive. Exactly. Hold on, Lewis. I'm going to get back to that real quick. Let me tell you. So I get here. I get to the place. I get there. And guess what? When I got there, nobody was there. Nobody was outside the building. And it's a nice establishment. They sell sandwiches and all kinds of stuff. And nobody was there. So I looked at the instructions and I'm like, okay, it doesn't say carpool because sometimes they carpool. So I'm like, okay, let me find out if I'm supposed to go to an address. So the address was there. I said, okay, let me drive. I said, let me look on my phone and call somebody because I get to this place. This place, it's like an hour away from where I live, right? I get to this place where it is in Towson. I'm here. Nobody's here. The building's dark, everything. So I called somebody. I said, hey, you know, what's going on? You know, they like, we're here. Are you coming? I said, no. I said, I'm already here. I thought we were supposed to drive. So the guy said, no, we were carpooling. I didn't know that. I said, the one for tomorrow says carpool, but not this one. So, you know, it was just see how things can get out of hand? You see just that quickly, but you know what? You got to clap it up and say, you know what? I'm not going to let this disturb my groove. I'm not going to. Maybe it was that moment in time where I needed that little bit of time by myself together. Okay, me and myself, we needed to, you know, have this little time together. So maybe that's all it was. Because, you know, the universe send you that. They send you what you need. And I kind of was thinking about some stuff on the way here. So I really, really think that. And then I heard a message today that really helped me out. I said I thought I said me, myself, and I. Oh, I said me and I, right? I forgot myself. But sometimes you need that time to yourself. That's all I'm going to say. I don't care what's going on in your life. You need time to yourself. And sometimes a couple of hours is not enough. Sometimes you need more than that. You spent 8 hours, or what is it? 8 to 14 hours around other people. Oh, you loving the hair? Thank you. So sometimes an hour or two is not enough time for you to spend by yourself. So the universe is going to give you that time that you need because we need to vent. Sometimes you might got to yell out the window while you driving. Exactly. So sometimes while you driving, roll your window down. Hey, what's up, J&P? Roll your window down and be like, ah! And people going to look at you and they're going to be like, what the hell is wrong? What in the hell is going on? Might be a message for them. Might be a message to say, I'm just releasing some steam. You know how some people go on the top of the building and they just yell to the top of their lungs? They go, ah! Sometimes that's what you got to do in your car. You got to yell, even if you don't roll the windows down. But anyway, we're going to get back to the topic, right? The topic was, yes, Lewis. And Lewis, it's funny that you say Michael Phelps. That was an example. Listen, Michael Phelps was an example that he used. He said, do you think Michael Phelps would be where he is if somebody came up to him? If I went to Mike Phelps and I said, hey, Michael Phelps, you should be diving in the water this way. Maybe you should do this way. I don't know nothing about water. I don't know nothing about swimming. I don't know nothing about winning no medals. You know what I'm saying? I've never competed in that. The only way I'm going to do it is if I can say, hey, you know what, Mike Phelps, do your thing, brother. You already there. You need any sponsors? You need any sponsors? You need somebody, you need somebody to, but he got somebody, like a weed consultant or something like that. If I'm going to help him in that area, then that's different. But if I'm not, and I'm up here just telling him what to do, and I ain't got nothing to offer him, then it's a different story. Different story. Serena Williams. Put Keita J. Right. Advertise me. Can I put... No, hold on. Remember when they used to box? When they boxed and they put golden... What is it? Golden glove on the back? Can you put Keita J on your back? Can you put Keita J, like, I got the draw, I got the marker or whatever for you. I can put it on your back. I got the marker. I got the marker to put on. Hey, Joshua, how are you? I got the marker for you. That's about as much as I can do. Or maybe we can use some chalk. Look, how do I look going to Serena Williams talking about, hey, Serena, you should be hitting the ball like this. Maybe if you hit the ball like this, maybe, you already winning the U.S. Open. Well, come on. You already winning. You already winning. But folks, that's why I was talking about that yesterday. I said, we so busy trying to put everybody down and trying to say, oh, they should be doing this. Listen, if you already winning, prime example, here's another one. The folks that you see online, right? You see a lot of comedy, a lot of entertainment on Facebook, online, right? Now, you got folks that be like, man, that ain't funny. It ain't funny it might not be funny to you, but it's funny to other people. She lost last night, but that's okay. How many times has she won? So it's like, you're going to have a dull moment sometimes. You know what I mean? But at least you've been there. And that's what I say, taking advice, taking information from people that have been there, that's succeeding. Those are the people that we need to be talking to. The ones that ain't got no they ain't offering you nothing. They can't give you a freaking lampshade to get rid of the sun. They can't offer you a thing. Those are the ones that's always talking. Always. The damage control. Those are damage control people. Hey, Mayhew, how are you? What's up, I see you? How are you? How's it going this morning, you guys? I'm up early. I'm up early. So those are the ones. So I was so happy that I was able to hear E.T. talk about, and if y'all don't know who E.T. is, Eric Thomas, he's a motivational speaker that started on YouTube. If I were to listen, learning how to be a millionaire from a broke ninja. Exactly. Somebody that's trying to push stuff in front of you, like, here, take this. Here, look at this. This is what you should be doing. You need to be doing it this way. It's like, okay, and this is why I have this mindset, y'all. Let me tell you, I have this mindset. If somebody irritating the hell out of me and they trying to tell me how to do something, you damn well better be giving me a damn good solution to my issues. You damn well better be giving me a damn good issue that's going to help me get out of the situation that I'm in. Don't give me all this, it coulda, shoulda, woulda. I need to know facts. How can you help me? How? How can you get me to the next level? How can you do that? That's what I want to know. How should I how should I move? You know, how can I progress? That's what I want. That's what I want from people. You know what I'm saying? It's always somebody trying to throw you something and they can't help you at all. They give you all the hey, do it this way. Hey, do it that way. Hey, do it this way. But are they really backing you though? Are they really backing you? I doubt it. Most of the time, no. Exactly. Tell me how I can step out there and I know everybody wants. Look, let me say this. A lot of people talking about you're not gonna get immediate gratification. A lot of times we do as individuals if it's something that we enjoy. You might not see the results right away, but instant gratification, if your heart is into something, you're going to want to reap the benefit off of it. I don't care how much people tell you, you know, you shouldn't want money right from the beginning, you should, you know, nothing comes fast. But that's look. If it makes you feel good and it's right now you feeling like this is something that I could do well in. You see it. The vision is there. You should want something from it. Doesn't mean it's gonna happen, but you working towards that. Exactly. You're working towards that. So that's why sitting back, trying to figure out, how you tearing John down because John trying to do something and you don't have the resources to do it. Don't tear John down because you don't have the resources to do it. Maybe if you lend John a helping hand, maybe John will lend you a helping hand. You'd be surprised. This is how it goes now. People tearing down the comedians online. They ain't funny. Man, they ain't doing nothing. Man, they selling out. They cooning. They this, they that. Okay, but look, if that's the vision that they have, sometimes you just got to let folks have that vision. You never know where they're going. Let them have fun in their life. Hell, we always contradicting ourselves. Exactly. Change that mindset. Look, knowledge, this is where the power is. Power is with your mental. The power is your mental. Power is not money. It stems from this first. It comes from the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? What you take in comes out. And I'm talking about even television shows. What you take in comes out. You know how, you run back and forth from scope to scope trying to figure out what's what? You know what I'm saying? You want to friend one person, you want the other person, that's how it is. It's in your brain. It's embedded. Like you have to get yourself away from that. You got to get yourself with these Love and Hip Hop series and web series that ain't helping our families in life. That's crazy. We still looking at that foolishness. I can't follow that because that's not where I am in life. But honestly, I'm not going to say that I haven't been there. And it takes time for other people to get to where they want to be. But you got to take care of that mental first. You got to start putting necessary info in your brain. That necessary info in your brain. That helps a lot. What we take in. Just like when you eat something that's hot. Of course, when you eat something that's hot, what happens? You might get the bubble guts or your body's used to it. If your body used to it, you might be okay. You might be okay. But if you're not used to it, it's coming out. And it's not coming out the same as it used to come out. It's going to look different. So you feeding yourself new stuff. The body doesn't recognize it. Just like the brain. Sometimes you got to put a puzzle together, like they say. You got to put a puzzle together to kind of look, They say when you put a puzzle together, when you play something or do like a crossword puzzle or something like that, it's supposed to help stimulate your brain because it gets you to thinking. And sometimes you got to throw yourself off. When you go to when you're driving and you going the same way every day, sometimes you got to throw yourself. That's why, when we get lost now, exactly. Listen, when we get lost as individuals, what do? You might be listening to your jam, right? You might be listening. You might be in the car. And then you all of a sudden you like, I don't remember coming this way. This not the way that I came before. Dang. Okay, yes. You turn that radio down and you got to collect your thoughts. That radio goes down and you got to collect your thoughts. And you got to understand, okay, hold on. I'm missing some pieces to the puzzle. I got to figure this out. Now I got to figure this out. What am I going to do? Now I got to pull out my phone. See, now you can pull out your phone. Remember when you used to have to get on MapQuest and you had to pull up those directions and you had to follow suit. Technology is taking over. It's changing. Folks, get on board. Don't be afraid. I was listening to Gary Vay yesterday, and I put it on my Instagram page. Y'all want to check it out, Existing Nature on Instagram. Listen, Gary Vay was talking about that yesterday. He said he had a couple of people that he knew that, and when folks come from other countries, it's a different story. Because they come from other countries, they don't have outlets like we do sometimes, but they make a way for themselves. Not to say that the government don't give some of them money. Now, he's Russian. If nobody knows, Gary Vay is Russian, right? Now, he said when he invested in Uber, he started off on the internet. He started off on YouTube, doing the wine library. And now look at him. He got his own business. I mean, his father taught him. His father came with nothing, he said. His father didn't really have no money. His father he didn't start with $2 million. His father he worked at his father's store. The wine store. He was giving folks info on YouTube. He started his channel and he kept at it. And nobody was tuning in. And all of a sudden, he ended up getting money. He ended up getting seen. So he got brand deals. And then he was able to come into more money after that. Mind you, he said the wine store wasn't doing all that great at one time, but of course his father had money. That was his father's store. It wasn't his. It was his father. So it was a family-owned business. And that's how he ended up moving on. He said, I kept at it. Of course, I wouldn't even say he had a free run because he still had to work for what he did. And what I'm getting at is he still had to work in order for him to get those views. Yeah, in order for him to get those views that he got, he said, I had to push Twitter. I had to push YouTube. Every day I was doing videos. People was not tuning into my videos. He said, I kept at it. And all of a sudden, he ended up on Ellen, on talk shows and everything. So, I remember when he was on the Breakfast Club and he was talking about his success and everything. Everybody don't tell you all of their info. He does say, hey, we had a wine store. They still have the wine store, which is a family-owned business. That's why family-owned businesses are something that we need to invest in. Because you have a lot of foreigners that come over here and they know about family. They know how to have something together. Some of us don't know how to do that. We are so screwed up in America, it's ridiculous. We don't know how to work together. We don't know how to have a family together, a family-owned business at that. So Gary Vee is like, okay, well, pioneer in this, like being at a startup. I mean, he did well for himself. He did well. He learned the business. You know, he said he didn't know, he started investing his money. You know, he started investing when he started getting money from YouTube. He started investing. He invested in Uber, you know, and I think that was one of his first investments was Uber. So when he saw that Uber was making was coming out, he said that a lot of people didn't think that Uber was going to do what it did. And see, we always doubt something. We never want to take a risk. We always doubting. And that's the problem. We always doubt that somebody's going to make it. You know, we always doubt. And then when a person make it and a person been looking for your help in a situation, then you looking for their help, but you never was there. You never was there to help them. So why the hell should they help you? You understand? You been sitting back chilling while this person asks for your help. And you could be willing to give them the help, but you decide not to because of your doubt. Because of your doubt. What's up, Warren? Because of your doubt, you did not help. So now it's like this. Now this is what we turn to after the fact. LeBron James should be giving back to the community. Floyd Mayweather should be helping the community. When it's like this, you don't know what the hell they doing with their money. Just because they not helping you, don't mean they not helping. Just because they not helping you, don't mean they not helping. Let me say it again. Just because they're not helping you, don't mean they're not helping. Thank you. My point exactly. You got folks that sit back talking about, man, LeBron James, man, Michael Jordan, man, this, man, that. When folks turn into the man they ain't doing, those be the ones sometimes when you looking for somebody to help your situation, to help sponsor you, to give you good things, and they don't do it. So then when it comes a time where you could possibly give back to a community or somebody, then it's a problem. Then it's, man, they ain't doing this. Man, they ain't doing that. Man, how so-and-so gonna give money to a university? That's his damn money. He can give money to a university if he want to. Exactly. But then look, and Lewis, I'm not gonna say, even after the fact that they never really helped nobody. You ask a person, who have you helped in your life? Who have you done stuff for? Are you helping anybody? Are you helping somebody get to the next level? Are you helping somebody with an idea, do something? Are you? Sometimes you got to have a talk with yourself. Damn, am I really helping somebody? What can I do to kind of help? What can I do to help the community? Them be the jokers sitting on their couch. Them be the jokers in front of the TV just talking. Them be the jokers just putting everybody down and ain't doing a damn thing for nobody. Probably only their kids. That's it. Hey, Demi, how are you? Probably only their kids. But you got to step outside. I'm doing well, sis. I'm doing well. You got to step outside that box, man. We got to learn how to help our community. Well, I'm just saying, Lord, some of them might not be helping their kids. But I'm just saying, we got a lot of you should be doing. You should be doing. But it's like, what are you doing? Oh, you did? I'm sure he deserved it. I'm sure he deserved it. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Look, I was just talking about how Eric Thomas, you know, was talking about how folks got a lot to say about somebody that's at least trying. They trying to get to the next level. You don't have nothing to add to what the person doing. You can't add no funds. You can't add no information, especially when you ain't even garnering anything. How can you help? That's what I want to know. I want to know, how can the people that have negative things to say, how can they help? Exactly. You want to be a sponsor? That's what I'm saying. Hey, how can you help? You want to be a sponsor? Can you help in that area? Can you help me get to a certain level? Can you? Can you help me rise above? That's what I want to know. Can you help me? Hello, rise above. Hallelujah. That's all I want to know. Because folks sit around and do a lot of talking. They sit around and do a lot. They waste their time sitting on the porch talking. That's barbershop talk. That's that barbershop talk. That's that front porch talk. Now how you going to help? That's what we got to start saying. That's what I say to people. I say, okay, let me see you do better. Let me see you add to what I'm doing. Add. Let's see. Let me see you add to what I'm already doing. Let's see if you can do that. They can't. And if they can, they would. And they will have less to say. There's always a lot of freaking talking. I'm trying to tell you guys. Like, go watch Eric Thomas podcast on YouTube. It's called Illuminati Sauce. And he talks about all of that. He talk about all of that. How people, when he was growing his business, y'all, that people had a lot to say to him. Folks had a lot to say to him. And it's sad. It's sad. You got a lot to say, man. But look, here's the thing. Here's the kicker. He said, I talked to Les Brown. Les Brown sat me down. I talked to what's his name? What's the other speaker that I like? God dang it, I can't even think of his name. Start my car. Oh, okay. I didn't have it running for a long. It's not on. I didn't have it like going for a while, but I do have my charger in there. But what's his name? I forgot. Oh, I'm at a catering site. I'm at Black and Decker, y'all. I'm at they doing a luncheon here or something like that. So we had to get in. We had to meet at 4. That's what it was. And I ended up meeting at the site. Nobody was there. Then I came here to the actual site that we're supposed to be at. And, everybody else, I'm waiting for them to come. They're carpooling. I could have saved me some gas. But it's all good. Like I said, I take that as I needed some time to myself. That's all I can say. I needed some time to myself. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to get on Periscope and I'm going to talk to them for a little while. So now I get to really vent about something. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, Louis. And I take it as a positive stride. I just needed some time to myself. That's it. That's all. So I'm sitting outside in the parking lot. I'm at Black and Decker. Yes, I'm here by myself. So this is, they got a nice big facility, Black and Decker. And they got a little, I guess the learning center or whatever. Sabir, what's up? How are you? What is his name? Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor is another one. See, these are the people that he needed to hear from. Bob Proctor, Les Brown. Who else? Some other people that's already, that don't mind sharing information. I'm doing great. that he needed to hear from people that don't mind sharing information. Because I'm going to tell you, the ones that are not quite there yet, the ones that are not quite there, those are the ones that really want to pull you back behind them. Those are the ones that want to pull you back. So he said, I've already talked to the people that I truly should have been talking to. Those are the ones that wanted to share with me. You know, they wanted to sit me down. They wanted to let me know what to expect and some things like that. But, you know, that was good for him. That was good for Eric Thomas to find those people that was willing to give that energy to him. Because a lot of people ain't trying to give you that positive vibes. They not. They sit on info. You got folks out here that sit on info. Whether they got money or not, they sit on it. So the right people come to you and talk to you. And you always can know if they're genuine. You always will know if somebody's genuine when they talking to you. Only by the way that they talk. You ever had that supervisor? You ever had that supervisor say they need to talk to you? You go in their office. You can already tell by the way they say they want to talk to you that it might not go right. It might just not go right. And so you get in that supervisor's office and you sitting in there and all of a sudden, here it is. It comes out. That most of the time supervisors, if you guys notice, some of them don't tell you you doing a great job. They don't get you amped up to want to do the job. They get you to the point where you want to freaking quit. They get you to the point where you be like, man, I had it. I had it. Exactly. You can read the vibes. They get you to the point where you be like, you know what? I just can't do this no more. Every time I turn around, what am I doing right? What am I? Am I doing anything right? Nobody should live their life not knowing what they do right. Especially if you have expectations of me. Like, what are the expectations? When I came in, you know, we go through an evaluation at work. You got to have an evaluation. We used to have a mid-year evaluation. So at your mid-year, if your supervisor tell you, hey, you doing a great job, keep it up. You amped. You like, yeah, I'm there. I'm doing great. You know, all they had to say to me was a couple of things, but I'm doing great. So then at the end of the year, when that actual eval come, and they tell you, you suck, and you like, wait a minute. When was you going to tell me I suck? It's always easy to tell somebody that they're not doing what they should be doing. Right. We got to get away from that because we're human. We're all human. Yes, but you know what? You don't keep your employees like that. Exactly. You can't come in Massa's house. You can't come in. Remember I was saying today, Massa, she at that biscuit. They quick to tell on you. Quick to give you a bad rating. That's why I stopped with Uber. I'm going to tell you why. I told you guys before. That's why I stopped driving for Uber. Because Uber is more corporate. Lyft is more friendly. And I felt like a lot of the folks with Uber were very uptight. You know, they were very uptight. Wow, 32 people. That's a lot of people. They left on their own. Look, nobody has time to be sitting there getting ridiculed their whole life. No, I know that I hate that with a passion. And only because my mother was like that. My mother was that way. So I don't like when people insult me. Like, don't do that. You know, you don't know where people come from. So if you constantly insulting someone and you don't realize it, you don't be surprised if I come in here and yell at you to the point where, you know, you ready to say it's insubordination. Don't do that. Don't tell me. And I've told some of my supervisors, I tell them straight up. I got that Kanye West syndrome. I tell them straight up. I say, look, so is there anything that I'm doing right? What's up, Tracy? People don't know how to talk to people. They don't. Is it, I be like this. I be like Kanye West. George Bush don't like black people. That be me. I tell them straight up. I say, look, I think you got a problem with me. I think you truly have a problem with me. What is the problem? Because I feel like I'm doing what it takes to get things done. But if I'm not, then you should be telling me in advance. You shouldn't wait until eval when it's time for me to get some money because the company don't want to give out but so much money. So that's their way of not giving you any increase. No. I'm just speaking on Eric Thomas and how I was listening to his podcast last night when I fell asleep after I was talking to you and Denny. I fell asleep and I was listening to his podcast. And he was like, but if you don't, and we get rid of. See, it's all, look, everybody is about money, but they not trying to lead and show you the best way to do it. Like, show me the way I can make money. So I was listening to Eric Thomas' podcast. He's a motivational speaker. And he was talking about how folks always trying to tell you what you should be doing. And they don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. And I was just like, man, I was just talking about that the other day. I was saying how folks can tell you so much, but they not even trying to increase what it is that you're doing. They're not trying to put you, like they say, the good foot. They like this. You put your right foot in, you take your right foot out, you put your right foot in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. That's it. That's it. They don't show us how we can do better. Like, increase what I'm doing. Increase my wealth. Show me. I'm always willing for somebody to increase my wealth, But if you're not putting up the information or the money, or you're not giving me a logo, or, if you asking for a donation and I ain't even giving that, it's like, come on. How you going to talk about somebody? How? How are you talking about anybody when you don't even have nothing? You not even looking good yourself. And you talking about me. You trying to stride yourself, but you not trying to increase what I'm doing. You not increasing my wealth. But folks got a lot of ideas. Folks got a lot of ideas, but they ain't willing to put up no money. How about that one? We got ideas that we sitting on. That's why they say the gravesite is your opposers will never teach you to do better than them. Unless they already there. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Look, the gravesite, they said the gravesite has more money, is the richest area because of the money, because of the ideas that people never tried. They never tried. People sit on their ideas. Take a chance at what you want to do. You can't be mad. You might lose some things while you at it. It's so many people that I hear their stories now that they like, look, they didn't tell you why they was doing it. If you a worker, it's not designed for you to get ahead. Just survive. And that's the sad thing about it. Being a that's why you got to join forces with people so that you can, look, let me tell you. Do you know, okay, we talk about Eric Thomas. Do you guys know Eric Thomas' story? Do you guys know his story? Okay, he'll tell you he ate out of trash cans, right? He'll tell you, I was young, I ate out of trash cans. I left home when I was young. I didn't get my diploma. Do you know he met a female? He met a female that helped him get on track at a young age. He ended up getting a couple of jobs. He ended up going back to school. Now he has his PhD. He got a GED to a PhD, right? Now, he got interested in the church, of course, because somebody took him in and they were a pastor or whatever, so they kind of involved him in the church or whatever. And he liked the positivity of the church, but then he started spreading his message. He was helping kids, and this is what I'm saying. Look, he started giving back, even though he wasn't popular at the time. He was helping those kids that was like him. He went back to the community to help those kids that was in situations like him. And do you know, when YouTube came out, somebody recorded him giving a speech, and when they put it on YouTube, it blew him up. And he started doing stuff every day or every week. I think he was doing something on YouTube. So he was reaping the benefit on YouTube. He was getting the money on YouTube. He started getting brand deals on YouTube. Well, he got 2 guys that work with him that came on board with him. One of them, I think he's like his business manager or something. The other guy, he does videography for him. So they started in the basement. Then when he started getting a little bit of money, he started with the green screen. You could see, if you go look at his videos online, you could see where he started to level up. You could see that. I could tell he was leveling up because, 1 minute you outside. He used to be outside videoing. Outside on the lawn. And I mean, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you start to see how people level up. And I only want the best for folks. I want everybody. I feel like we all can make money. You don't never want to just have a job just getting by. I mean, I don't want to live my life just getting by. I would rather sacrifice some things. In my life. Okay, if you take some things from me, I'm not going to like it. But at least I know I had my sanity. At least I did. Because I refuse to sit back and just try to live through, exactly. I refuse to just live check to check, and I'm miserable. I'm miserable at work. That's how you die. That's how you die early. You're miserable. You taking so much away from your life is ridiculous. Yeah, you want pain when that stuff is gone. You want pain because it's like, dang, I really didn't want this to happen. But unfortunately, it may not have been meant for you at the time. And sometimes we got to look at it that way. And I have opened my eyes up to so much. It's like sometimes I feel like as long as I have my life, I know I can always have a place to live. As long as I have my life, I know I'm going to find a way. I know eventually something good is coming out of this. So we have to look at it that way. It's not going to feel good when it's going on. It's not. But know that you got that knowledge. And that as long as your mental right and your knowledge is there, you good to go. But as long as we sitting up here paycheck to paycheck, man, you suffering. You suffering and you killing yourself every day by going somewhere that you do not want to be at. Every day. When your job get rid of you, then what? When your job get rid of you, then what? You got to figure out a way. Exactly. And you got to want it hard too. You got to want it hard. Yeah, E.T. struggled. He went through some things. Don't think he didn't. I'm still waiting on them. I told you it takes them about an hour to get here. So, it hurts. Like he said, I struggled, man. I struggled. I went through it. Life is not easy. We think that we got everything written out. Folks be sitting there flossing. Like, I make this, I make that. I got a job. You know what? Your job could be taken away from you. I've seen plenty of people lose their job. Look at Enron. Remember when Enron went down? Remember when Enron, all them people was working at Enron and they lost all that damn money? All because of the company? Remember that scandal? All them people lost their money. I'm talking about you lost your 401k. You lost your 401k. You lost all of that stuff. You don't remember? Oh, go look it up. Enron. It was a scandal. Oh, the whole company done. And that was a Fortune 500 company. And how you sitting there, you talk about folks couldn't retire? Man, they took all that money was gone. That was a damn shame. That's why I say, man, nothing is guaranteed. I don't care how much you work and you say, I got money in the bank. 401k is not guaranteed. 401k is like gambling. That's like trading. Yeah, I think she is. Is she still in here? Yeah, Tracy, that's my girl. 401k is like gambling. So when people say, I don't gamble, yes you do, because your 401k is in it. You gambling. You still gambling. You don't understand? You could wake up tomorrow, your whole 401k could be wiped out. And you talking about retirement? The day before you retire, your 401k could be gone. Exactly. You be surprised what happens. You be surprised how they play those, how the trade market play those games. Man, please. We sit up here and we think we doing something with money. We got money and all this whole stuff. Man, if you ain't holding your own money, you don't know what's going on. The bank, let me tell you, the bank can go under and you might not even get your money. Because I'm going to tell you how the bank operate. When the banks first started, if you guys look up how banks first started, the banks operate off of everybody else's money. I checked my little account this year and it went down. Exactly. The banks work off of everybody else's money. So just to think, if everybody wanted to withdraw so much money out of the bank, you gonna be dead. The bank gonna be dead. Because that's how the bank operate. Banks started off, before banks, there used to be the barter system. After the barter system, they figured out, well, it was somebody that figured out, okay, I got some gold. And if I could give this person gold, and they could get what they want, but they give me money for it, and I don't have but so much gold. It's like the money is not really there in the bank. They don't have it. Let me tell you, the bank is a facade. Okay, it's all fake. It's all fake. They make it. They make us think that all of this stuff is government. That's why the land, the taxes, all of that stuff on our homes, that's why we don't own our house. They tell you don't own your house. Even though you paying a mortgage, you still don't own the property. So you still paying taxes. All of that stuff is a freaking ripoff. It's a ripoff. The system is set up for failure. I'm going to give y'all another video to go watch. Go look at Polite on The Breakfast Club. Polite. He talks about all of that stuff on The Breakfast Club. He gives you some insight on how the government operates. How you're worth more dead than you are alive. You worth more dead than you are alive. That's when everybody want to give money. That's when people want to that's what I was talking about yesterday, that sob story. You got to give a sob story for everybody. I don't have no money. My kids need to eat. Who the hell wants to do all that? You lose your pride, man. I got pride. I got too much pride for that. I will not be sitting around talking about, if anything, I'll go get some food stamps before I do that. I go get food stamps. I be damn, I'm sitting here crying to people online talking about this or that. No. I mean, come on, have some damn your dignity. Folks don't understand how that makes you look, it doesn't make you look good at all. Prince is worth more than he's gone. Exactly. And then whose money is it? And another thing about Prince got his publishing. And all of a sudden, Prince gone. Michael Jackson got his publishing, and all of a sudden, Michael Jackson gone. You worth more dead than you are alive. The first thing they do is start selling your stuff. Oh, get this Michael Jackson jacket. We gonna auction this. When Michael Jackson was alive, you probably couldn't even, well, people probably would have bought it. But now that he's dead, folks probably would sell it for probably double than what they were going to sell it for when he was alive. And some folks will buy it. Only because it means something. It's memorabilia. Look at what's his name? The painter, Basquiat. Look at Basquiat's paintings. When Basquiat, I mean, they auctioned off Basquiat's painting, and it was worth millions. And have y'all, I talked about this before, my scope. You look at Basquiat's paintings, you be like, but somebody bought it. Somebody bought it. Exactly. $40-something million. Somebody bought it. I think this is them right here. Somebody bought it. Ain't that something? Oh, is it? I think that's them right there. So, I'm about to cut out of here, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. And it was nice. It was nice that everybody tuned in and waited for these folks to come. So now that the sun is up, I'll be back on later. I don't get off till 4 o'clock, y'all. 4 p.m. Okay. So I'm learning this business, because you know what? This is going to be included in mine. So I'm learning this business. Oh yeah, they paying. I'm learning this business. So a part of catering and all that stuff, that's going to be involved in what my business is going to be about. Like I said, I'm not giving everybody all the details of my business. I'm just not doing it. You know, I'll give you some info, but that's it. Exactly. I'm learning. Your feet hurt, but I'm learning. Look, you hear me? My feet hurt, but I'm learning. And I need to go get me a massage too. I need to, I think Monday I might try to go get me a massage. I need one. Because my feet needs to be taken care of, okay? And this is a nice company right here, because they do stuff for the Navy. They get big contracts. Big contracts. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later. No, they feel good now, but I know they will be hurting. I'm going to talk to y'all later.